there's spores every 12 seconds, and you're going to be able to get a refresh at some point.
Can we have so we have 5 mages and less than 5 warlocks? Can we just can the mages call out when they're getting their buff and the locks too?
Honestly, it's not completely ideal, but I think we should just have the hunters get the buff with the warlock since they're both ranged, and then they can just not have to worry about it and let the rest float into the melee.
I'm sorry, I was away I just came into this. What buffs do the warlocks need to pick up?
Okay, so there's a spore that floats from one side of the room towards whoever happens to have aggro on it. And what you do is if you don't have the buff, you wait for the mages to get it first. They all sit on the spawn point, get the buff. And then the warlocks and the 2 hunters, it just works out that way because they're both ranged. Move in, sit on that spawn point, get the buff. The rest of them, we just need to get it at the melee. So the melee, the guy's going to be tanked fairly close to the spawn point. And when he gets close to you, you just whirlwind it. You probably don't even have to switch targets. And you pick up the buff. And when you have it, if you're melee, you move to the opposite side of the boss.
We should probably practice the rotation before the fight.
What is the healing thing?
It's on the spreadsheet.
Maybe we should just have one person marked from each rotation, and we just say like that symbol N, for example, to represent that group. Since we're doing it by group, right? Or no?
We're not doing it by group. We're doing it by class for the first 2, and the rest just hits melee. And then once the melee are all buffed, healers try to snipe one, but it's not a huge deal.
I guess we can do the first 5 mages first.
Don't aggro low,
then the 3 warlocks and I guess precision and I don't know, art sauce. Then it's a warrior group, then rogue, then hunter.
So basically, if you're a healer and you see all the melee has it, all the melee scooted over to the appropriate side of the boss, then just stand on the spawn point and wait for it to pop on you.
What are you confused about?
If you do not have 6k HP as melee, you're probably going to pop Titans. For instance, I only have 5.2, so I'm popping. If you are a caster, you should be using Supreme Power. If you're a healer, you should get to what did I say, 5k?
What else?
6k if possible as a healer.
I also had Iota bring a shitload of major Troll's Blood potions. So if anyone wants major Troll's Blood potions, I'm gonna mark Iota with an X, or actually a moon, I guess.
You should try to get to 6k as a healer, but if you can't, 5k is the next best thing.
As a DPS, I want to put on as much stam as I can, yeah?
No. You want to be at 6k with Titans. If you do not have Titans, you should be using Dark Moon card Heroism, or you should have brought Titans.
Yeah, this fight, guys, is the fight where consuming is not optional. You need to consume.
It's basically like this. You want to do as much DPS as possible without sacrificing any stats. And to do that, you need Titans.
So, once ranged, have their
robot Balf.
So
no, that is not Balf.
Dark Moon card Heroism is not going to save you from a doom like 95-ish% of the time. It depends on how your Shadow Protection potions roll, and I don't think it's worth it. If everybody's using that, then we're losing a shit ton of DPS.
So after range to have their spore, and it starts shifting towards the melee, do we need to pop it, or will it pop by itself when it gets to the boss?
It pops from Whirlwind hitting it, to be honest. If it's not popping, you can target off it. And
yeah, I think it has.
It's not going to go away or anything, right? Once it gets to the boss.
It has 500 HP.
Cool, you should plug your mic in again.
And yeah, your mic sucks, dude.
Yeah, healers should make a whisper mic.
If you're melee, pop a nature potion as well.
So yeah, healers, check the spreadsheet now and check the order of healers. So right now I'm the second healer, and I'm gonna make a macro to whisper choke shell that he's healing next. So check your order and you whisper the next person in line.
Is that seconds?
Yeah, I'm
seconds.
super confused. Am I literally healing on the 12th second or something?
No, just that was a guideline.
Yeah, you just heal when your heal is not gonna over heal at all. So like
Right.
you check you max rank your heal, and then when you know that your heal is gonna get the full HP of Reese, you cast your heal.
So this is what we're gonna do because it has 2 spawn points. The spore, it's basically just to the side further in of that green grate on the right or the green grate on the left. Warlocks will take the left with the hunters, and mages will take the right by themselves. And whichever you guys has a spore spawn, you get it, and the mages or the warlocks shift over to the correct spot. Whoa!
Whoa! Holy fuck, dude!
That lag. And then Reese, you have to shift the boss towards wherever the spore is spawning from.
So it's a variable which one it is, but it always stays there, right? Like
it's my understanding. When we were doing it on PTR, it never changed, no matter what we did.
So do you want me to just take him where he is and then just shift him to whatever it comes from, or? Or maybe I should just tank him on the front right, just in case it's the front right, and then I'll move
that
him.
works. That's fine too. I mean, we got 24 or 12 seconds before, 24 seconds for you to move him, so we're fine. You don't even have to rush it. Reese is going to be wearing completely 100% avoidance gear, so until you have the spore buff, you need to be pretty light on your aggro.
So for melee, can you just go over that quickly?
Yeah, I think we need to go over the whole spore rotation thing and like get it written down.
Be the boss in this room.
Holy crap! You guys got Hagen?
Yeah, man, we got him down.
Reese is the boss, right?
Yeah.
Say the spore location's coming from over here, from where we're actually right now, right? The entrance is the platform that whatever, right? So if the spore is coming from over here, you DPS the boss from this side. Once you get buffed, you move to this side. That's it. Opposite if the spore is coming from the opposite direction.
So you get the buff and then you move over. Gotcha.
Yeah. On the PTR, it was the same spot each time.
Yeah, it just it's random which one it starts at.
So you just stand in the spore like for a second for the buff once it's killed, or do you have to stand on it long
The
term?
way the spore works is it's the 5 closest people that are around when it gets killed. So if everyone that needs it is stacking up in the spot that's melee or whatever, if you get the buff, you just rotate over outside that spot so you don't get it again, and it goes to someone else.
Can we just clarify some things about the limitation?
Don't move around too much, Slider. You can on the wall.
Like all the healers got it down. Or?
Well, I mean,
which healing order are we using? There are 4 here.
I highlighted it. Like
the one in
the highlighted one. Okay.
Oh my god. Yeah, you need to make a macro. Well, leopards your last, so you don't. But
dude,
no, leopards you're making a macro to whisper heals on Reese. That's your max.
Dude, I have mine set up to Kashma, and it's just healed meow 20 times.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's perfect.
So like every healer just like do your macro now.
There's still 5 people that don't have greater shadow pots going. You need to use them now because you need the cooldown to be up.
So a lot of people missing nature too.
Do we need nature for this?
It's less than
yeah.
It's melee.
Just melee. And any shamans who are planning on meleeing.
Yeah, guys, greater shadow is just not optional for this fight. So
I have 20. Trade me if you need one. Definitely trade me.
Lurk, are you AFK? Sorcerer, because you haven't popped a single buff.
I brought 45.
Don't we need 3 per attempt?
For good attempt, yes.
Yeah.
We don't have a time. I mean, we have time for like, I don't know, 5 attempts or something, so.
I'm saying each individual attempt, the further we get along, the more we're using, correct?
Yes. 3 is the max per attempt.
I mean, it depends how fast we wipe, but.
I'm pretty sure Sorcerer is AFK.
If you guys don't have Whipper Tubers, you absolutely need a Hellstone.
I'd recommend getting 2 Healthstones. That's what I did.
Who has one less than 1440?
I do.
Get as much HP buff as you can. Iota, just open the spreadsheet and check when you're between Kashma and Thunderdoom. So you make a macro.
Spreadsheet, man. Sorry.
So you make a macro to whisper Thunderdoom that he's next.
So I really hope it hasn't come down to people have absolutely no idea what's going on in this fight, but the reason we're doing a rotation is there's no healing on this fight. You're completely on your own.
Yeah, like I don't know if healers know what they're doing, but like I'll just link the rotation, the spreadsheet on Discord. Like you can't. The only thing you need to cast is your max rank ill, and you need to check the order, and you need to respect the order.
So it's the yellow one is the one we're using.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think Symbion's the only one missing.
So I think that's as much explanation as we're gonna get, honestly.
Dude, I'm gonna set up a stopwatch right next to me, just so I get it exact, boys.
Actually, guys, let's just practice the healing rotation. Real quick.
I have a question. Okay, that's fine if you want to do that. How do we ensure that the warlocks get the buff first? If everyone's
They stack on top of it, and they're the closest.
okay.
So when we run in here, the warlocks and the hunters are running to the left side, and the mages are running to the right side. Is that what's going on?
And if it spawns on the opposite side, you go over there. That's all.
So the first one that pops up, say it's the mages one, it's on the left side. The mages are literally running across the room to the left.
No.
Okay.
If it spawns on top of you, kill it.
Okay. All right. I got you.
Hunters are going with you.
Where do healers stand for this?
It doesn't really matter.
Away from the
Doesn't
buff.
matter. Okay,
You
just
should
not
get
close
as
to
long
us.
as you're not getting the spore. That's it. So can everybody that's not in the room stack up on X so you don't get locked out in case somebody accidentally pulls?
Let's
You
guys,
need
let's
to be across
practice.
the borderline.
Can I talk for a second? Let's
Yeah,
practice
go
the
ahead.
healing rotation real quick. Like ills on restart.
Yep, casting.
Iota, you should have heal now.
Oh, see that Kashma in all of its glory?
Like you guys need to make a whisper to like whisper the next healer in the line to heal. Like don't fucking heal for nothing. You need to watch Reese out and make sure you need to have like 0 over healing for this fight.
I mean, I'm just max ranking.
Yeah, exactly. But make sure your max rank just hits the.
Kashma's not in the room. That's my only concern at this point.
Yeah.
Healers should be putting on their max plus heal gear. No MP5 for this.
Are we DPSing or?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Should
after
not keep like 2k mana or something.
You
don't-
DPS after you like sit there and do nothing.
Yeah, but don't do like bullshit debuff. Just like smite and mind blast and like don't.
Holy
don't
fire?
bullshit
Oh,
working.
got it.
Click your lightning bolt.
Yeah, you can click also.
Okay. Do we need to go for the healing rotation one more time or no?
That's fine, I think.
Maybe we just want to have you somewhat call it out on Discord at the same time.
It's better if you call out the groups rotation than the healing rotation.
We're just burning our heal whenever Reese gets like relatively low.
Well,
And
not
make sure,
really.
and make sure like all the 5 people are stacked on the spore before you kill the spore. Like just don't go to the spore and kill it right away, or else you're just going to be the only one with the
Sorry.
buff.
Full timer.
Kashma, can you just step past the that line on the ground? I think Agamanon is not quite inside as well.
I think he's trying to set something.
Thunderdud's not quite inside as well.
Get in the game, guys.
So I obviously missed a
ready
bit.
check?
Is somebody calling groups for spores? Is that what's happening?
It's
Mages?
mages slash warlocks, depending on which side it spawns on. And then it's still the mages slash warlocks, depending on what side it spawns on.
Yeah, but there's 2 warriors that can go with warlocks since you only have 3.
The hunters.
The hunters are getting it because they're ranged. It's just easier that
Okay,
way.
I see.
And then it's gonna float into the melee, and whichever melee get it, step aside, basically.
I'm pulling in 10 seconds. Let's go.
Do the spores spawn randomly?
12 seconds.
Oh, wait.
The
I think I might
spores-
still need to sit.
The spore only comes from one side, guys.
Delay. 5-second delay.
I mean, yeah, I don't think melee should fight over the spore.
Okay, dude, going in. Audio
It's
countdown.
not
5,
a big deal. Trust me on
4,
this.
3, 2, 1. I'm going in.
His aggro range is so small. Yeah, heals on
Let him get aggro.
Calling your threat at the beginning. You mages are in the wrong
Spore
spot.
left side. Spore left side.
Okay, yeah. See where it spawned from? Shift towards.
Yeah, mages go on the other side. No, Reese, you don't move the boss. Don't move the boss.
Mages stay where we were before.
What?
Don't
I'm
move
moving
the boss.
I am moving the boss. You're idiots.
Mages, go stack on that spore. Go stack on the spore, mages. Stack on it. Don't fucking kill it.
Healers should not be on the spore.
Yo,
someone
is
nail
there a heal?
Reese?
What the fuck?
Can someone nail Reese, please?
I mean,
Like, you guys fucked up the rotation then.
Alright, we're letting the rest float to the melee. Just kill it
That
as it
wasn't me,
comes
by the
through.
way. Alphas.
Just use where X is if you have the buff already, please.
Remember, warlocks, you need to reapply your curse.
Station's all fucked up.
You need to, wait for you till you get the whisper from the healer before in line. Now it's me. Now it's me.
Okay, you guys that are running out to kill the spore are fucking everything up because you're not letting it get close enough to.
The spore, the
You're
buff
getting, like,
lasts for 90 seconds.
You're getting like 3 people buffed at a time because you're being selfish.
People are not respecting the rotation, man. Like, stop, don't like heal for nothing.
Can we put it not just in Whisper next time, but also in Say? Somebody say something. Who's next? Who's healing next?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't been whispering.
It looks like all the melee has it, so if the healers want to move into that.
I haven't gotten whispered a single time yet.
Someone didn't set up a macro.
Says Belfagor is next. And then off the boat.
It's on Vaseline now.
Yeah, maybe, change your macro and see if you can.
Use a shadow pop.
COE, please.
Mages, when your buff is at like 45 seconds, moving in that spot. Warlocks after that.
Just say your name in freaking Discord when you heal.
Doesn't raise healed.
Next. Don't heal if you're not food.
I'm not going to use shield wall this rotation, by the way, or this attempt.
Eldon's healing now. It's Koshma next.
Bandage.
We only heal the tank, man. Like,
You guys are bandaging.
this guy, man.
Iota healing. Thunder does next.
Leo healing.
Food's next.
Oh, fuck, I died, man.
I'm dead.
Alright.
I think I forgot to pop my second shadow pot, man. I'm so retarded.
It's probably a wipe anyways, no worries.
Can we shield ourselves?
No.
Yeah, change your macro healers to Shaman. It's gonna be more clear like that.
I'm putting Say and Whisper. I ended up getting the Whisper to heal, and then I saw the tank got topped up a couple times.
It's because some
You
healers
need to
didn't make
communicate.
macro.
Like, just say it in Discord. Just say your name.
No, we don't. You just need to check your chat, man.
I mean, it's nice to know what the fuck is going on, and half the people are.
Yeah, no one else
so...
needs to say anything. Honestly, there's a lot of real estate for people communicating. So if the healers want to use pretty much all the voice comms, that's probably fine, to be honest.
I mean, I can make you assist. You can literally do it raid warnings if you wanted to.
Even just a confirmation, so people don't panic. Because, like,
yeah, let's make a raid warning.
Alright.
Change your macro to a raid warning instead.
Reese, one thing if we could adjust is you
Yeah.
see where I am here. Can you stand?
I
at
don't
that
see
point?
where you are already released.
Okay.
Stand closer to the spore. Is that what you're going to say?
Well, the problem was is
people were moving to the spore.
Don't release, guys. Don't release.
The boss's back was to the spore, so there was no side to move to.
You want me to face him so a side is facing where the spore
I
is?
want him facing the back of the building. Like, he's facing us, so to where his back is facing when we pull
If we did
that
release,
direction.
we're not zoning in, right?
So it's more clear which
I can't get all the raids, and like some of you have.
Okay, I think I understand what you're saying.
I think you
Misty.
can.
All good.
Yeah, because the
His
spore
aggro
was
is really small.
The spore was just going right into the middle of us. And I like Corey was whispering because he thinks we need a set rotation on melee. Like, I get that that's not a bad idea, but I don't.
on melee on everyone. We should have a set rotation.
Okay, there's a set
me too,
rotation for the people that are ranged because they need to move in, right? That's fine. The melee just need to stop being so fucking selfish because you should not be running after a spore to pop it so you're the only one that gets the buff. That's fucked up.
It wasn't just melee doing that.
Yeah, that's what I call that.
And the range needs to not do that too.
Like
If there's a set order, then everybody just goes in the set order and they refresh it in that same order.
I get it, dude. There is a set order. The set order is mages, warlocks, and hunters, then melee as an entire group, right? It's not that difficult once you have the buff to just scoot over.
I was just following it and then waiting for it to pop like when it was around wherever.
Yeah, and
Like,
see
is that
that's
fine?
not what you should do. You should be on the boss the entire time waiting for it to come to you.
Problem is, I don't trust the other people not to fuck it up. So if
Well,
it's set, it's better.
I understand that you don't trust people to fuck it up, but the problem is no matter what, if it's a group, somebody's gonna fuck it up because one person from that group is gonna intercept it, kill it. He's gonna be the only one that gets the buff.
I think it's still better, and I don't think that would happen.
When you need to change your
Yeah,
fucking
can you get rid of these meows? It's like too much.
All right, if it's a huge problem on the next one, Cora, we'll just do a group for every single spore. But I don't think that'll fix the issue that we're having now. The
Part
issue's
of it-
gonna happen. This particular issue will happen no matter how we do it.
One time it was my fault, and I
Can I ask you a
apologize. That's just for me not knowing the mechanic, and I saw melee going to kill them, so I just went after it. So I.
Yeah, everybody's the whole point of this is so that the melee doesn't have to break off the boss to get buffed, because everybody's uptime on the boss is just as important as getting the spore buff on time.
Makes sense.
Right. So if you have how many melee? Do I say 20 about there? If you have 20 melee that are breaking off for 5 seconds just to pop the spore, you're losing DPS doing that.
All right, can we need to? There's a half the raid is in front of the gauntlet, so.
So I get what you're saying about melee switching sides, because if you're just sitting in where you're gonna soak the buff, then you'll get it naturally, and then you can just kind of rotate.
It'll be easier for melee to do that this time because I'll position the boss differently as well. So.
As long as you make sure you don't get the buff, Reese.
So
I'm never gonna get the buff.
In theory, how many spores does it take to get the melee buff? It's 1, 2 for the ranged, plus what? How many melee do we have?
We just kill this gauntlet.
It's like 4.
Well, Fear Boop is here.
We have what, 16 melee players? So that's 4.
Yo, can we talk about what's literally happening right now? Are we summoning? Why are we summoning people first of all? And we should have
the stuff
tanks.
at the time.
Okay, well, we can't kill it because as soon as I pull 8 mobs, they're gonna charge at us. So we need people actually to be ready.
Half the raid isn't here for some reason.
It's because they res half.
A lot of us are by the boss.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
So should we
that's-
summon through, or
we shouldn't have? Yeah, we shouldn't have rest people at the boss. That's a huge mistake.
We were told don't
Fuck.
release, and you ran in anyways.
Yeah. Hyuh, can you summon me back?
Nice one, Fudad.
Dude, what the fuck? I thought there was a wall there.
Before I summon anyone, I want an official call from Reese on whether we're all leaving and clearing the gauntlet, or whether we're summoning.
We need to
people
clear.
through.
Hyuh, can you summon me?
He said clear. Reset
Yeah,
clear.
we're clear.
So
We're clear.
no,
We're clear.
I
We're
cannot
clear.
summon
We
you.
can't.
Dude,
We
I
can't use
failed.
our- I'm pulling. I'm literally pulling. Get the fuck up here if you're tanking.
I can't come if you move. Like I'm stuck.
Okay, 1, 2, 3 then. I'll summon you.
He's right below you.
Dude,
That's why.
can you just summon me?
I have no fucking clue where you are.
He's literally right below you.
You don't have a red frame?
They at least not respawn. Do we have to fight them
They
all?
don't respawn. I'm kiting this shit so I don't die.
Yeah. There's no way we're gonna be summoning people every time we wipe on the boss. That's a massive. That's just that.
The
makes
aggro
literally no
range
sense.
is super tiny.
Yeah, we can reset.
As long as a hero, excuse me, a healer dies at the.
Oh, we're already clearing, and it's not
It's
gonna take
fine.
that long for us
Yeah.
to clear.
Thanks, EPAC. I'm gonna wear my heroism card also.
I liked it, dude. I was using the seal for the first half, and
I mean, I never dropped below very much HP for the longest time.
Me either, not till the end.
Yeah,
Troll's blood worked really well.
I know there's going to be a point where my band-aid's on cooldown, and so is my shadow pot.
Yeah, there is a point, and you just eat the
I
damage.
got a question. Does that poison damage you do only affect melee?
Yes.
Because I got it trying to get a spore.
Because you got too close.
That's what killed me. So either the boss was too close to the spores, or I
You were
waited too long.
you were too close to the.
Yeah, the boss is supposed to be like right next to the spores.
It's a 5-yard radius, so there should be plenty of space for you to maneuver and not get killed.
Is the gauntlet respawning or?
No.
No.
That's why we're clearing it. If it respawned, we wouldn't be clearing it.
Petridge Farms remembers. Dropping cooldown, excuse me, totems wasn't affecting my cooldowns. It seems like
it shouldn't. Yeah.
There are still plague beasts.
It's not a cooldown. It's a debuff that you get.
An
It's a
aura.
red debuff.
I'm grabbing
Really
this first
angry
plague beast.
one.
Stay back. Stick someone still, guys. Keep the fundamental.
illustrated though then? Does Healing Stream do it?
Healing Stream works, yeah.
Healing stream or having like a shadow priest for vampiric embrace.
Doesn't work
apparently.
Doesn't work.
But yeah, Reese, I'm gonna do a light well close to you during the fight.
Healing stream doesn't affect him.
No,
Lightwell
vampiric
is-
embrace.
Lightwell has
Back up.
5
Everyone
charges.
back up.
Yeah,
and
it's
one
5
person
charges.
can consume multiple, so don't spam click it.
Yeah, Reese, I'll just do it close to you. And
How does Lightwell work? I actually have never seen it used.
you need.
He can't do it because damage breaks the heal.
Really?
It's mostly for the rest of the raid.
Yeah, it's only like honestly, it's just the casters that can get it because the melee take the poison damage, right?
Okay, then I'll
That's
just do it
fine.
in the casting.
Reese doesn't need it. He got plenty of healing. If people want to swift the order.
Yeah, Lightwell's real bad, by the way.
Yeah.
Even for this fight.
I'm not sure it was
You guys
worth
are gonna pull
respecting
Plague
it.
Beast. You're not being careful.
I'm looking at it.
I'll just pulled.
Thunder died.
That was still a pretty good
Feels
percent
on
for the
Reese.
first attempt, though.
It's so easy to get to 2 minutes. It's like lasting the last 3 minutes. That's fine.
Yeah, this grub's fucking me up.
It's about to die.
So one mistake I made, which I think someone already did say, but I want to reiterate. Melee, when it comes time to bandage, I think you need to step out a bit to do it. Otherwise, you're going to keep catching the poison. And
The truth is you can, but if you have a shaman in your group, they should be removing it from you before it ticks.
Okay, good to know.
Do you see that, Kashma?
Wait, aren't all the healers staying like really far back or something? Or no?
Totems.
Totems?
It's a depoison totem, right?
Oh, I got careful.
It's 40 yards, but yeah.
Are you guys seeing the consume on big wigs? Because I was not.
Yeah, I was.
It's probably because you're bad.
Yeah,
What is like the poison mushroom thing that comes up on big wigs?
I think that means fungal bloom is about to fall off.
Yeah, can someone call the consume timer? That'd be like
Cider
the most.
did.
Did he? I didn't hear it.
Yeah, he said shadow pot at least.
Let's just let Cider do it. And the gauntlet's cleared, by the way, so we can just run back.
Just a small one, but this stuff doesn't hurt.
What the hell? This stuff respawned?
It never despawns, ever.
Okay.
I think
Super Mario Brothers.
I think we should make it a requirement that everyone has to use vocal comms so we can finally hear Trushel's voice.
I don't think that should be a requirement, but
No, it's gonna be a requirement so we can hear his voice. His savory voice.
Can you start edging towards the right so we can just go down one side?
Yeah, our first ever clear of Razor Gore had a guy doing the orb with no voice. He was in Ventrilo server, just playing by himself.
Let's shame all these people that didn't help us clear the gauntlet. Shame. Shame.
Let's shame all these people who released and didn't wait for it.
You can't get out of combat.
There's no way you could hurt.
Yeah, it's
we
the
did.
stuff that's behind us. It should drop eventually.
The aggro range on the boss is like 5 yards now, so you can just walk around the room and rest people.
And we're also dying in a spot away from where he starts.
There's a maggot coming
Are we
for
in
Cora.
combat?
You can kill this, please. It's this maggot right here. Cora.
Using consumes. Using
Alright,
shadow
reset.
pots now.
Go. It's done. Let's get out of here.
Reese, do you need Gift of Arthas?
No, about 15.
Nice.
We should, like a priest should also buff spirit on everyone, I think, on the melee too.
For what? The region?
Yeah.
Doesn't go while they're in combat, man.
Doesn't it?
Only on
It only works
trolls.
on trolls.
Yeah, it's only trolls.
Yeah, well.
You never played melee before?
Why do you think I fucking bitch about it all the time?
Who's got troll?
I'm a troll in real life and in game.
I'm not spiriting trolls, man.
Disgust me.
Yeah, Kai.
Make sure you use your greater shadows. We're literally not starting till everyone has one going.
It's like CAG and then that's it.
Yeah.
Is Young Gun here?
Does Dagface, Cider, or Mark, do any of you need any? I brought like 4.
No, I'm just on cooldown. I forgot to pop it while we were doing the gauntlet.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry.
Okay, so talk about the run-in, where all the mages went right and then spores didn't go right. Should we wait until the pull happens so we know which side to run to?
Yeah.
The warlocks are either... You guys are either... It's either the warlocks or the mages first. You guys are going to opposite sides, so we're not wasting
Oh,
time.
okay. That's fine.
So if it doesn't
I thought
spawn
we
on
went
your
the wrong
side,
way.
touch it.
Whoa.
So why don't the casters stand in the middle, and then when the first spore happens, the mages split off and the warlocks. and hunters go
Because
into that?
what will happen is somebody will be late.
Okay.
They'll pop it with 3 people there.
Should we make sure the healing order is right now?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go first. Just don't bother healing. Just hit your macro.
Just got to deal the sentry corpse. You just got to deal the sentry.
How much are they?
I think it's like 18 G stack. I don't care about gold, man. Just take it. I care about
Hell
killing
yeah!
the-
Hooray!
Okay,
We did the raid warning. Seemed like a great idea.
With this macro, I don't think we need to call anything in Discord. But unless Reese gets like really low.
Dude, I'm feeling pretty confident about this.
How long in the fight does the Doom thing go off?
30 seconds after the first 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes, then 2:30, then 3, then 3:30, then 4. Then
I just set off my my potion cooldown, so I'm trying to figure out how long until we can pull.
Yeah, I gotcha. If you already popped a potion, you should be good because we got 2 minutes till the first one.
Okay, I'm ready.
So
Thank you.
we still getting house stone?
Yeah, I'm kind of low though. I'm down to like around 5 shards. So if you can grab them from other warlocks besides Fear Boot, that'd be preferred.
There's literally a hollow you can get 100 shards out of right behind you.
Yep.
That doesn't seem right. Hold on.
Healer should be doing damage when you're sitting there doing nothing, by the way.
Yep.
Don't tell me what to do.
Is there any risk for Searing Totem?
No.
It's not gonna hit the spore or something.
Also, if you're a warrior, you should drag Blood Rage off your bar. It's not worth the health that you lose. Except for maybe Reese on the initial
Sorry, did you say Death Wish?
Blood Rage, the one that takes your health and gives you rage.
Blood Rage.
Should not use that ever.
Can we use chickens on this? Can I pop my chicken?
As long as it doesn't run in and attack the boss.
It might.
I'll pop the Dragon Link.
It won't from
I'll pop
here.
mine this time too.
Also, I think the mages should be using the wizard oil if you had it, because our crit chance is already fucking jacked up by the buff. Extra spell power versus undead will be better than using the brilliant wizard
Let's make
oil.
a try.
Okay, I'm gonna start a 60-second timer.
Sure, but we need to get inside.
So make sure Reese has a bubble on him.
I might just keep him in the middle and wait till to see which one spawns.
Yeah, that's what
fine.
you need to do. Yeah, you just move when the spore hits.
I was not 100% sure that it was just not in the same one every time in the PTR.
It's my understanding it's 50-50. I think Agamon is not quite inside as well. Just playing. There you go.
Okay, get pumped up.
I am so pumped.
This is a tough boss, guys. If we kill him, it's huge.
Also, save your CDs for when you have the sport.
Okay, pulling in 5. Here we go.
You guys need to be on the sports positions already. Why are we really pretty far away from them?
I'm the only mage on the right.
Alright, it's on the warlock side.
Churchill.
We straighten him out a little bit.
Yitzy, can you mark yourself, please?
Yes.
I'm gonna be X, and I already have the buff because there was not enough people near that
I haven't
first
healed yet. I'm waiting to heal.
Dropping light well. Don't spam click it.
I haven't healed yet. I'm still waiting. Don't heal. Don't heal. I'm healing now.
Let the spore
Do you
come
want
to
all the
melee.
to go next?
That's all range. The rest of the melee should not be moving at all.
Follow the healing
We
rotation.
have it stack on X.
Let the spore come.
Leopards, we're not getting Wind Fury, dude.
Reese, did you get the spore box?
No, he didn't.
If that one's coming straight for the melee group, let it hit you. Alright, scoot over if you already have it.
Reese, you do have the spore buff. This is why.
Oh, I just fucking got it somehow. Oh, that's bad.
That's real Buffalo. Dude. Yeah, the healing was too late.
Alright, so let's just do groups then, Cora. You're right.
Yeah, dude, it's fucked.
Like,
Come to the entrance, everyone to the entrance.
We have people that like should have already got it, like trying to get it halfway through the fight.
Yeah, because if all the melee stacks, it's gonna be random. Like,
No.
even
We
people
have
with already.
we have ranged people trying to get the buff halfway into the fight, and they should have gotten on the first two.
What I think we should do, man, is tank the boss in the middle of the room, and the melee need to come out and just hit the spore and do groups.
Yep, that's fine, Garo. We will adjust for people that can't play.
Yeah, so let's make a spreadsheet for groups.
That was my fault. I didn't see the raid warding pop up in the middle of my screen.
No, the issue was that Reese lost aggro.
Reese lost aggro?
No, I didn't. I died. Well, there are two issues: the healing issue and also.
Yeah, healers shouldn't even be close to the fucking spore, man. You guys should all be stacked up.
You also shouldn't let Reese drop that low on the first time. Like, it's not worth it.
Like a Gamma Gun, man, you took really late to heal.
50% is the absolute minimum Reese should be dropping to before you, like, use your heal.
You want me to run back and get summoned?
No.
Okay.
Hey guys, this is Hyuh. Do we have anyone to fill my spot? I just got a call from my friend whose motorcycle broke down about an hour from me. I'm gonna go pick it up in my pickup truck. Do we have a spot to fill?
Yeah, 1 second. Think so, at least.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks,
Tell
guys.
him to get AAA.
Dude, he is AAA.
Having a friend with a pickup truck is infinitely cheaper than AAA.
They offer a subscription service or something. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm making a list of people that should be getting the buff, so I'll post it in on one of those things in a little bit.
Okay, I think we're probably getting Zanku in because it looks like everyone else that I was considering is not on mine. Oh no, Wanda's here. Should we get another healer or damage?
We have
the
enough healers,
option.
right?
Yeah, we didn't even get all the way through the rotation.
Let's just fine. Okay. Let's give Zanku a shot.
Zach who? Hello. Zach Jones. How doing, dude?
What?
You're late on that joke, dude.
Yeah, guys, like for the healing rotation, man, you really need to respect the rotation and don't fucking heal if you're gonna over heal.
Yeah,
So,
if somebody
I don't-
fucks up and doesn't heal, like, even if you heal, we're still gonna wipe, like, 20 seconds down the line.
So hold on. I thought the spores meant that you gain 0 threat.
That's correct.
How was I threat capped the whole fuck?
Just reset it.
Does it?
No, he didn't get it till the end.
Yeah, if you're not getting the spore, then that's why. If you have the spore, then you should be ignoring KTM.
Oh, so KTM just keeps tacking
I
it
don't
on,
know.
even though.
If you have the buff, though, like, you do not have to worry about it. As soon as you have that debuff, that's it. You're done.
Okay, yeah. So I guess KTM doesn't take in consideration that buff.
I don't know.
Oh
man.
my god.
I got the buff and like I was at the very bottom.
I was at like 250 and Reese was at 170 something. So it's fine, trust me.
Yeah, maybe you're just at the bottom because you're bad, maybe? Ooh!
Yeah, so I'm just gonna.
Ooh. That's gorgeous.
Oh, did you diss me or something?
No, just a pwn.
Yeah, so. Okay.
Hey, online.
Sorry, coming in.
If anyone ran out of food for whatever reason, I have spare HP food. It's better than nothing.
I've got plenty on me.
Yeah. You can
Still have 3 warlocks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Zanku's almost here. You can summon him here once he get inside. Dude, I fucking love it that we're on a fight that requires Trill's blood potions. It's fucking awesome. I've been fucking the disciple of Troll's blood potions for years, and no one listens
I
to me.
use these
And
things all the time.
And now everyone finally understands.
They're so good.
I use them every raid.
Every boss I use one.
Hopefully, I redo like 2 times, man.
I'm sorry, man. I'm here. Maybe I didn't see it. I apologize.
I'm trying to confirm that I've got all the melee, so I'm just gonna start calling this out. If I've missed somebody that's melee, please, or a ranged DPS, just call this out. So mages, warlocks, precision hard sauce, Koira, Apone, CPAC, Kuma, Hofo, Yitzi, Zardonis, Morak, Cider, Ramsey, Super Poxy, Kag, Freaked, Dagged, Gasson. Any melee that I missed.
Dude, what we should do, man, is go back there in the circle and practice the group rotation. So people know like, when they need to go.
Yeah, you're not melee, Trisha. I got both hunters, right? Freaked and Kag are both in here?
Yeah.
Okay. Then after that, it's Shaman, Priests, and then whoever is left. Because honestly, I don't know who at that point.
What are you talking about? Doesn't it just cycle back to the first melee at that point?
Yeah, we should have done because like healers shouldn't even move during their fight.
Yeah, you're right. After Priests, it's after you're right. Yeah, like the healers is honestly, it's not even a huge thing if you get it.
Okay, wait, where is this posted?
Why are we
I'm making it right now?
Okay.
You might want to just post it on the same sheet that the healing one is on.
Just because it deals damage, is that why we're avoiding it?
It's just not worth it to get it back to me.
Gasson's out of line of sight.
Gasson's dead.
Doesn't look dead.
Which sheet did you guys put this on?
Naxx sheet.
Yeah, it's called Naxx sheet. It's the 4th sheet over.
I can see her body, I guess.
Alright, can we put a mark on each person in those groups? So for mages, let's use Nerf Mage. You're getting Star. For warlocks, let's use Defa. You are getting Orange. For Koira's group, we're using Koira. He is getting Diamond. For my group, I'm using green on me. We'll use Super Poxy for the next group. Super Poxy. Green is Moon. Super Poxy, your Moon. Shaman has to be Troshell because he's the best shaman that we have. That's blue. And we will use food for the priests, who is X.
Right. So priests are getting this one?
If you feel like it, it's not a big deal, to be perfectly honest.
Does the spore affect healing too?
Yes, it affects your spell crit.
But spell heal.
It's 60% spell crit, like your heal will crit, right? So it's good, but it's not like the absolute most amazing game-breaking thing ever. Right, so here's the deal. If you don't get the buff because somebody popped it early, tough shit. Go with your group.
Okay, in this strat, I'm just taking the boss where he is, right? And people just run slightly to get it.
Shift slightly towards one of the side. Just don't go quite as far. We'll break off. It's just we don't want to be wasting time running back and forth and saying, "Is everybody here? Okay, pop it."
Dude, we should practice this before the fight so people are not retarded during the fight.
Do we need to? Maybe.
No, I didn't pop any potions because I've been making this shit. Sorry.
Whoa. That shit.
I think we just go. Honestly, we have only 30 minutes of raid time left.
Just someone gets one.
Let me get full buffs and then I'm good.
Can I log in there?
Okay.
So we're tanking him in the middle, right? And everyone's gonna have to peel off.
Yeah,
Twilight,
peel off
yeah.
the spores, stack on top of it, try to make sure there's everybody there before you pop it.
Warriors don't intercept to it either because that'll damage it and might kill it.
Yeah, it has like no HP.
So the boss is gonna stay in the center of the room.
Pretty much, for the most part.
Okay. We're using this pull timer, so 25 seconds.
Leroy.
Healers focus and respect the rotation, please.
Okay, pulling 10 seconds. Three, two, one, going in.
What?
Oh,
Well, star and circle just went.
Why was
together.
circle on there? Group 2 is next. Group 2, get your spore.
It was warlocks on the side.
I'm moving it slightly again. This boss moves weird.
Group 3 is next. Quarters group.
Diamond.
Heal Reese.
Eldwin.
Pay attention.
Disconnected, dude. I told you.
Really call it.
Triangle's up.
You just weren't listening.
So
I'm healing Iota.
Triangle. Let's go.
hard sauce hit it, it broke, and I didn't get the buff, so I don't get a buff now.
I didn't hit shit.
Okay.
That wasn't your group.
Well,
Here comes.
Blue is next.
Everybody else.
Okay, is that back to star now for next one? Or X? Sorry. That's it. Fuck.
Priests aren't moving, so it should just go
Healing right
star.
now.
Basilisk healing right now.
It's leopards.
Is that mages?
Yeah, should be warlocks next.
Quarter and opponent's group is next.
It's diamond.
Could someone call out Shadowpod?
Shadowbot now.
Thank you.
Should be Yitzi's group next.
Next up is Moon after this.
Short shell.
Is that KTM accurate? Am I 100,000?
There's no tread, bro.
Blue. Let's go, blue group. Get over there. All right, who's up next? Is it X or star?
Just 2 stars since X didn't do it last time.
Okay.
Or triangle.
Is it bandage now?
Yes, bandage now.
All right, circle next, I guess.
Are you ill, bro?
These groups are all fucked up. People aren't going when they're supposed
Bafagor.
Going.
Basilisk going. Heal.
Hellstone.
I think it's quarters group. I'm not sure.
Those honors, yeah.
Bandage and Shadow
Shadow
Pop.
Pot.
Yeah, Shadow Pop now, Shadow Pop now.
And Bandage.
Chill.
Yeah,
Reese is
I'm
dead.
dead. Don't battle res. Save cooldowns next attempt.
Die in a good spot.
I think we need somebody calling the spores the whole time.
Yeah, dude. That's like the only thing we need to call. And the Shadow Pot and the Consumes.
I volunteer
Well,
Kuma to do
even
that.
when calls were happening, like people.
Well, let's not use X. First of all, the whole X confusion thing was a big, like, that was a fuck up because none of the priests wanted it. So let's cut X off the rotation and then just do it like that. And then Kuma's gonna call it. Sound good?
Okay.
Yeah, people really have to see which group they're in, and then follow that, and then it's fine.
Yeah, but let's practice, man.
Bandage.
I think I might be accidentally muting myself every now and again. Oh, I probably shouldn't have released. I'll wait for a res. So here's the thing: if you're not paying attention to which group is next, and you don't know what group you're in, like it's your own responsibility. If you're not moving over fast enough, it's your own responsibility.
If I'm going to be calling in groups for the spores, can we make sure that there's someone dedicated to call the cooldowns? I know that I'm watching it too, but I just
Yeah,
can't
it's
keep
Slider.
track of both.
It's Slider.
Okay.
He's already been doing it. So Slider calling all the cooldowns, Kuma's calling the melee groups, and healers are with raid warnings / other callouts. So sound good?
Can I clear something up about the first spore? So the mages went right and spawned left.
Yes.
We were supposed to wait for group.
If
to get
it
second.
if it spawns on the right hand side, the warlocks plus precision and hard sus are getting it first. Or
Yeah,
if it
so
doesn't spawn near you.
Some of the mages thought that we were supposed to blink over and get it first,
No,
but
you need to blink over and get it second if it's not
okay,
on the
just to
correct
clear
side.
that up for a couple of boys.
So actually, it looks like it's spawned on the left side every time. Doesn't it just keep spawning there? Or it's still
It
random?
might be based on raid instance. So we're just gonna keep spawning in the same spot.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's make sure the mages are over there first.
Then let's have the mages be on the left hand side this time, and we'll do mages first for sure if it's over there. And if it's not, you guys need to blink over to the other side and get it right away because nobody else is going to be over there.
Hey, Decider, I'd help out, but I'm a bad choice for calling cooldowns. I always have a bunch of background noise going on. It's gonna be a mess. But I haven't been calling it at all, so I don't know if someone thought I was calling it.
I was calling most of them last time.
Uma, I'll try to do it.
Okay, Core is calling cooldowns then instead of Cider. Kuma is calling the groups for the spores. Sound good?
And Kuma, I think it was good that you were calling out what heals to use and when, because I think that's a problem for us too. It's not just a damage issue with spores.
Wait, what?
Can we
You were
risk
saying
people that are under the
like bandage,
He's got
etc.
a small aggro radius, so we can run around him apparently.
Yeah, okay.
So if we're using 6 spore groups, that means that when you have about 20 seconds left on your debuff, that's when you should be looking to pick up the next one.
We should, man. We should practice the rotation just before the fight. Make sure it's clear for everyone.
Sure, that's fine.
I think everyone should know what group they're in, like number-wise. So group 1 is mages.
I'm going to be calling the symbol. I think that's easiest.
Okay, but you should still know what symbol you are.
Well, yeah, I'm going to be calling. I'm going to try to be calling the name and the symbol of the group. So, but you should know what your symbol is, so you can be following that. It's probably the easiest way.
Dude, I'm digging this fight, by the way. It's a nice challenge.
Yeah, let's
like
get
the
back.
damage.
Let's get back in the circle.
Seems to be taking cocaine.
we want to run back. Is that what you said?
No, let's go back there to practice the rotation.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's spend 5 minutes on that. It saves us maybe a wipe.
And let's stack on X, guys.
Is somebody changing the sheet? Because all of a sudden I don't see like Dagface on Super Poxy's group anymore.
Yeah, somebody erased it. Yeah.
Fucking Voivod.
I'll do it.
I don't even remember who's in Super Poxy's group, to be honest.
Keg was. I don't know who
Dagface was. And Freak
Caster's
is
locked to
saying
save
it was
buffs.
him too.
Who's the last person? Morak, maybe?
No, I'm in Yeti's group.
Gassan. Gassan.
So Gassan, Dagface, and Freaked, I think, is the people
And
missing.
Keg. Yeah, there we go.
Come stack on X, guys.
Stack on X for those of you in the doorway.
Eldwin, you need to release or something.
Where is this page?
Oh my god, dude.
Discord.
Tiny URL, 4th tab, Naxx sheet.
It's the same sheet we've been using since Molten Core.
GDM, get back, man.
Are you trying to res me or?
Alright.
Yeah,
It's not gonna work because I was dead.
Yeah, Trochel just come.
So, heals on Reese is the spore. Group 1, go stack on him.
Nerf Mage, Star.
Group 1.
Let's have Kuma's calling out the spores, right? So let's practice with Kuma calling it.
I just did.
Okay.
Yeah, let's reset. People are not listening, man.
Go back to the group. Heals, if you could stay there to beat a spore.
I'll just go on X.
Alright, group 1, Star, Nerf Mage. Get your spore.
I only see 3 mages.
Get it and run back.
Yeah, okay, run back.
Run back. Defa, Orange.
Four people very slowly trickled in.
Pretty sure Hard Sauce, you were supposed to be in that group.
I was in that group.
Me and Hard Sauce went with them.
Okay, my bad. I thought you went with the first one. Sorry. All right, Koira, Diamond.
Alright, guys, stop being AFK, man. It's so annoying.
Sorry, I'm trading people potions.
All right, go back. Yitzy, Green. Go back.
So that's only 4 people again, right?
4.
Yeah, something's missing, man.
Super Poxy Moon.
But the first group of 5 people.
Trotchel, Blue.
Do the pets get it as well?
No.
They can't be affected by it, or
I don't think so.
That's only Shaman.
It's fine anyway. The pet will be sitting on the boss the entire time anyway.
Go back.
Yeah, Freak said the pet get it, so dismiss your pet now.
Nerf Mage, Star.
Like I say, he sits on the boss, so
Yeah, you don't need to
he'll be
dismiss your
far
pet.
away from it.
Oh, right, okay.
Not enough. Is there enough there?
Mages. I see 3 mages.
Can we just-
Guys, you need to pay attention.
Look, I'm gonna try to calm down because I know I'm kind of tilting. But Ramsey, could you just call it out and not call the next group until everybody actually moves?
You mean Cuba?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Come on.
Shouldn't play come stack, bro. We said we call mages.
Nerf Mage, Star.
Okay, then please just fucking dead.
And is JDM there?
Dude, they're like non-stop AFK.
No, I was
Kid and
trading with
play.
Cora.
Yeah, Kin Play is not here. Kin Play, please move into place.
Dude, fuck it, just go.
There we go. 5 now, right?
Yay!
All right, go back.
return to Suke.
The fuck? Defa, Orange.
That's 4.
I see 4 people.
Where's Precision?
Precision.
Hey guys, I'm right here.
Garbage.
No, I was tapped out, but I know my spot.
You can't do that during the fight.
Koira, Diamond.
Hey, we got 5. Yay!
We're the best group.
Go back.
Trade me, please.
Koira, come back.
Well,
Yitzy, Green.
Look at those warriors with their purple shoulders.
Alright, go back.
Are we missing somebody? No, never mind.
Super Foxy Moon. Is that 5? I wasn't looking, sorry.
Yeah, it's 5.
Alright, go back. Chocho Blue.
We're doing it, guys. We're doing it.
Looking good.
Alright, let's go back now.
No, let's do mages one more time. Then,
I agree.
Let's go.
We're running out of time.
Kind of slacking tonight.
I'm pushing the raid time slowly, by the way.
What was
Hey
that
guys,
about?
it's my birthday now, so can we kill this guy?
Happy birthday.
Oh, happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday, bud.
Happy birthday.
So what are you, 50?
No, I'm 13.
Oh, okay.
Going on 50.
Dude, 13's a big birthday, man. You're now a teenager.
Alvin, how did you die? How did you die again?
Because I asked for a summon 4 times and nobody did anything. So I started running back and ran into a mob on accident.
Oh, because you clicked.
No, it's because fucking warlocks, dude.
Did you say that pets
I
did it?
didn't hear you at all, and I've been not AFK this entire time.
Dude,
Yeah.
I
Also-
said it in the goddamn fucking chat.
I don't
Oh
know.
fuck, I'm not reading that shit.
You need a whisper. Warlocks is the best way to do it, in my opinion.
I got you.
It's funny when you whisper warlock, they say to type 1, 2, 3. Man.
Okay, I need new hellstones, by the way. So hopefully you guys have shards.
I don't have the big boy one.
So,
Who has 1440s? Anyone?
Elsewhere.
I do.
Some people don't have pots.
Okay. Holy shit, dude! I have 4 different hellstones right now. That's OP.
Thunder dude, you need to pop your shadow.
Sorry, I was pop mine at the last second. No idea why. Habit.
Yeah, should we have shadow protection buff, priest buff?
I don't think it matters.
It's not resistable as far as I know.
Yeah,
I've
it's
checked a bunch of sources. So.
Check the source code.
Oh,
Take less
didn't
damage
check
at
the source code. No, you can't resist it, so shadow prod should be useless.
Let's try it.
Is it worth using a soulstone on Reese?
No.
Nah.
Okay.
Threat.
Re-stick your shadow.
Say that again?
Take a shadow potion.
Oh, that's awkward.
So wait like a minute, then go. Because he'll be back up by then.
It'll be back up by the time the
Yeah, it's gonna be back up.
I'm using stone shields, not shadow mid-fight. That's
fair.
way better though, isn't it?
I mean,
yeah.
Maybe.
My bad. No, my bad. Honestly, I thought it was already going. I like my whole bag. I have to use so many more consumes than you scrubs, so it's messy.
What percent was that anyway? Like 50?
It's like 37.
37, I think.
How many dooms did we get hit by?
Reese, could you add like 5
7?
to the timer? My battle
There's
chicken.
no way we got hit by 7.
No,
I'll call a verbal time at. So we're pulling in like 20 seconds.
That's perfect.
Maybe 2.
Okay, pulling in like 10-ish.
Yep.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, going in.
So just a reminder, first group is going to be Nerf Mage, Star. Alright, Defa Orange is going to be the next group.
You guys should already be heading over there. Warlocks at least.
Neutral.
Koira Diamond. It's not there yet, sorry.
No, that was the right call.
You guys popped it too soon. Sorry, Yitzy Green.
Get the heal quest. Heal Reese.
Super Epoxy Moon.
I didn't get it. What the hell?
Just stay there and get the next one.
It's gonna be Trotro Blue. It hasn't spawned yet though.
I'm not gonna fuck it up. The
It's a shaman, so who cares?
Valve is going.
Nerf Mage. Sorry, wait a second. No spore yet.
No, it's now. The major should get over there. Yeah.
Yeah, Mage is now. Nerf Mage Star.
That's still going now.
Defa Orange for the next one. It's going to be Koira Diamond for the next one. Koira Diamond.
Is it time to pop Shadow Protection?
It's going to be Yitzy Green.
Not yet.
Leo 1, go. Heals
now,
now.
Shadow
I'm
Pot.
going. Shadow pot.
Heals what?
It's going to be Super Epoxy Moon next.
Short shell.
Somebody.
Next one's going to be Trotchel Blue. Next one is going to be Nerf Mage and the Mages. Nerf Mage Star. It's going to be Defa Orange next. Defa Orange.
Come on, hard toss. Let's go.
I don't need it.
Bandage.
Bandage.
It's going to be Koira Diamond.
Valve is healing.
Fast is healing.
There's
Call it the X. It's the X time. Come on. It's
Yitzy
already
Green.
Yitzy green, not X.
light well up for the ranged. If you're low and warlock,
warlocks.
click it once. Click it once.
So LSRCs and Kui can click the light one.
Health pot.
Let's go Super Boxy group.
Sorry. Heals on next.
Okay,
So it's going to be Trotchel Blue next for the... It's going to be Nerf Mage Star for the next spore.
Short shell you next. Pop your Shadow Prot.
Shadow and bandage.
It's going to be Defa Orange. It's going to be Koira Diamond.
Precision's calling for a B-res.
It's going to be
Iota's
Yitzy
healing
Green.
right now. Guys, be patient.
It's going to be Super Epoxy Moon for the next spore.
Balf, you're gonna have to go after. Yeah.
It's going to be Trotchel Blue next.
Bandage.
I use shield wall.
Shouldn't have to.
I was at
Other-
10%.
Other one's dead.
Valve going now. Oh, dead.
Nerf Mage
I'll
Star.
go,
you're
I'll
still
go,
up.
don't heal, don't heal.
I'll go next. I got next.
Defa Orange if you're still up.
Go ahead.
Health's
Okay.
tone.
Didn't have enough damage.
Yeah, these dooms are coming out way too fast now.
Yeah,
This is essentially a raid.
Is that a consume problem or?
No,
I had poison on me every time I tried to bandage.
Me too.
Yeah, Shaman, you need to reset your totem.
Somebody was sniping my my buff. Happened twice. I ran in with my
That's
group.
because people kill it too fast.
No, we were right there, all in a clump. So somebody was coming in the wrong group.
No, sometimes it's just buggy and you're not close enough.
Well, I was right on top of it both times. So.
Do we have an unk?
You should, when you said everybody's there, you should try to melee it just to make sure that.
Don't release, guys. Don't fucking release.
Leo, I have an Ankh, but I'm a little close. I don't know what this guy's AoE is for aggro.
Alduin, you can probably try.
I think it's fine, Kuma. It's not your fault, man. If you're just calling next group, they need to be aware of the spell coming out and going.
Yeah. Okay, Leo's gonna try to Ankh, and if he kills me, he kills me.
Yeah, Melee, you need to stand back to bandage.
Oh. He kills you. Just die. Don't run.
Are we running back or?
Do you have an Ankh, Alduin?
No, I used it first.
We have no way to get out.
I guess.
Alright, running.
Running back, everyone.
At least it was a clean attempt.
Yeah. I think some people died and they shouldn't have.
So, one thing that I mentioned it before, but it needs repeating, and I haven't been doing it myself either because I've been really distracted. If you're a warrior, you need to switch to defensive stance right before the debuff goes off. It's a difference of about 500 damage.
There's something with timing for melee. We have to kind of go out a bit earlier for bandage. So whenever you get that poison, try to move out before you get it reapplied to you so you can bandage right away, right? I wasted a lot of time standing there waiting for the poison to go away.
It only ticks every 6 seconds, and a shaman should be twisting its totem so it goes away instantly. So if it doesn't, it's not on you. You should honestly just bandage like the shaman's playing perfectly.
Anyone got a repair bot?
We should have one. I don't think we've dropped one yet. Have we?
No.
Let's drop one when we get back. Let's meet up right before that like mini gauntlet of slimes and Ive things, and then let's just drop it over there, and we'll just do full rebuffs before we start pulling that shit.
You can pop your shadow bots now.
The eye stalks do shadow damage.
Oh fuck.
Oh my god.
No, I used it. You no.
Precision, come here.
What?
I'll give you a power word shield if you stay in there.
Okay.
Hopefully it'll cover it.
Don't go first.
Toyota, can you give me one?
Yeah. I mean, I'll have to do it. I'll have to rebuff it when we get there. But
We
just
should
stay
stop
next to
right.
me.
Let's stop right before the actual gauntlet, actually, just because in case someone pulls. Let's just rebuff right here.
It's gonna be tough to rely on the warlocks for the fucking health stones now. So
I'm very short.
Yep. There's only 2 of them.
Can we
There's mobs right outside.
Yeah, they can just farm soul shard in the second gauntlet.
What's up, Nerf? Oh, got you.
Repair at Star. Fantastic.
I'm down to 4. I brought 20.
Same, man.
Don't use your shadow protection potion in here, by the way, because those tentacles do mind flares and you'll eat up some of it.
Yeah, we found out the hard way. We already popped it.
We as in he.
We as in someone said pop it and I did.
I popped it too, bud. Don't worry.
Just stay in the back and I'll get mind flame.
If you've already popped it, just don't go in.
Reaper on Star, by the way.
Yeah, just stay in the back and ask a priest for a power word shield before we go into the second combat.
Has anybody tried using Sheen of Zanza to reflect the curse?
I think it only works against people.
Okay, I
Imagine
think
reflecting brawl.
I'm running through the gauntlet. Let's go if you're ready.
Farm some shards.
Oh man, it's like we're raiding with frosted bits again.
This guy.
Did we saw him yesterday?
Frosted was with us last night when we killed Cthulhu.
You can see the thing he posted in
Is he still Frost's back?
What did he post?
He posted like want to trade all my gold and mats for gold on the new fresh server.
What the?
Like 5 to 1 ratio.
But there's no mats on gold on the new.
Yeah, that's kind of retarded, isn't it?
Somebody retarded will probably do it.
So he's got a bunch of gold sitting around from not enchanting his stuff.
Yeah.
Probably. You don't have to clear all this shit, by the way.
Yeah, just add the.
So we need some
Well,
shards.
clear it, clear it.
Just get the shards.
Just have a tank all the grubs and kill the ice talks and run through it.
If you need shards, we can stop once we get all the way through and pull some grubs.
How fast do these grubs respawn?
Very quickly.
Fast, man.
Fast? Okay, good.
Yeah, that's like infinite soul shard for you guys. So.
Just stop on green and kill some of these guys for their warlocks.
It's like it's made to be.
Yeah, they probably put it here for a reason.
Blizzard is so smart, huh?
Yeah, it's just so amazing that you can't even pronounce it right.
Oh, fuck off, man. Blizzard.
You sure it's not Blizzard?
Blizzard.
What's that? Scourge?
Can't even, yeah, you can't even speak your own language, bro.
Don't kill Skeletal? Okay.
Scourge. I still got 3 more Troll's Blood if anybody needs them.
This is our last attempt, right?
Still got 40 minutes on Flask.
It's not 100%, it's the last.
Alright, I'm good. Let's clear these and go.
I might be taken off after this one.
Okay. Let's kill these 2 guys and then let's leave.
Don't need Yitzi anyway.
So we have a health bomb.
What warlock would trade me a stone?
Give me your stuns.
Yeah,
Give them
health
to
pots
me.
and shadow pots don't stack, so if you're using health pots, you're fucking up, obviously.
Yeah, don't. I think I misspoke the last time.
Yeah, you meant to say health stone, right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't need a health pot. I need the stone.
Oh, if you use Recklessness, make absolutely sure it's not going to be active while the Doom goes off.
Trade orange for Hellstone.
Yeah, I still have 30 extra greater shadow protection potions, if anyone wants any. I'll just literally hand you 5.
Yeah, someone need 30, please.
Ooh, this is a tough fight. Hell yeah!
I like how you're excited.
Well, I mean, all the other
It's actually
fights
pretty
have...
fun. He's right. Like it's a neat mechanic. It's pretty fun.
It's a good test of all their gear and stuff too.
Says the guy that died.
Like we could do Hagen with like half the group dying. This one requires everyone to play well, which is much more fun.
I feel like we should just Death Wish.
But what was the
yeah.
problem for the last try? Was it just not having enough DPS, or? Okay. So people die too soon.
How long does the fight last?
After 5:30, we're absolutely dead no matter what.
So we can pop our 3-minute cooldowns right as we go in. After we
Twice.
get
As soon as you get your spore, yeah.
I've
I'll
also been
stack it with the spore.
What was the boss percentage?
20, 19 actually. We had the execute range.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But all the warriors were dead.
Yeah.
I mean, at a certain point, the dooms just start coming out just like every 10 seconds.
It's every 30 seconds, no matter what.
It's a matter of making sure that we're managing it. The fucking like bandages correctly too, and health stones.
Yeah. I never had a problem bandaging right next to the boss, by the way. I don't know about you guys.
I stepped out.
I guess I just have a good shaman in my group.
I stepped out and was able to get it off just fine.
At least the healing rotation was really good this time.
Open tray with orange and for the stone.
Okay, let's play.
I got you, Defa. Hold up.
Let's play this like it's our last attempt then, because it very well might be.
With the star.
Everybody that's outside needs to step inside.
Let's make sure we use pretty much everything that we possibly can for this attempt.
Thanku, you're not close enough. Can play, I guess. And
1 second, give Defa some.
Ramsey, you're like right on the borderline.
I'm trading 1 sec.
AlphaGore looks a little sketchy too.
It's the shifty eyes.
Looks sketchy. Move in. Can play needs to move in.
Guys, move up, please.
Yes, you're not close enough.
Def,
There's like
move up.
There's that rectangle on the ground and it's split in half. You need to be on the closer half to the boss.
So any
Like
locks at
Elsewhere.
40 Hellstone?
There you go. Thank you.
Zanku does.
And I think everybody's technically close enough now.
Chicken and dragonlings are cooldown should be up now too. I think they die, but
Did you do it, Hovo? I used
Yeah.
mine on the last one.
yep. I need 30 seconds.
Yeah.
20.
Okay, to start a 60-second pull timer.
Can somebody give Gasson a
Zanku,
health stone?
get your mana real quick.
I guess full mana, guys, go and drink. Stop like not doing shit.
You tap, I can heal. One more.
I recommend that when you are going to the spore, so that you don't pop it early, don't even target it. It dies instantly, so make sure that your group of 5 people are on top of it before any of you even target it.
Pulling in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Guys,
oh
really,
my god, dude.
Fuck's sake, man.
First group, Nerf Mage Star.
We are
Nerf
battle
is dead, so somebody mark somebody else.
Circle's up next.
Defa Orange for the next one.
Trochel, you'll know.
It's going to be Koira Diamond for the next one. Has not spawned yet. Koira Diamond. It's going to be Yitzi Green next. It's going to be Super Poxy Moon, but don't go just yet. Super Poxy Moon. It's going to be Tracho Blue. All right, it's going to be Nerf Mages group, Star. There's no mark yet, though. Okay, he's up. It's going to be Defa Orange next.
Vassal's still waiting. Feeling that.
It's going to be Koira Diamond. It's going to be Yitzy Green.
Shadowpot. Shadowpot.
Super Poxy Moon next. It's going to be Tracho Blue next.
Is it second Shadow Prot now?
Not yet.
Already. Wait, what?
It is, right?
It's going to be Nerf Mage Star. Nerf Mage Star.
The second shadow pot was like 45 seconds ago.
It's going to be Defa Orange.
Bandage.
Bandage now.
Koira Diamond. It's going to be Yitzy Green in a second. It's going to be Super Poxy Moon. Healthstone. Healthstone. It's going to be Tracho Blue next.
Heals casting now.
It's going to be Nerf Mage Star next.
Potion and bandage.
Shadowpot and bandage.
Sorry, Defa Orange. It's going to be Koira Diamond.
I'm completely out of cooldowns. If I die here,
I
have
already
nothing.
healed. What do you want me to do?
I'm healing now. Iota healing.
And I posted.
I already healed. Thunderdome, you're next.
It's gonna
Somebody
be
was
Yitzy Green.
too late. Like Yitzy was at 10%. Or Reese, excuse me.
It's okay. Chances are we're not gonna make it through another
It's
rotation.
gonna be Super Poxy Moon.
Chance of me getting a B-res?
Oh.
Bandage now.
Valve's just died.
That's what he.
Just keep the rotation.
Shit, I lost track of the rotation. Sorry.
Just heal when your cooldown is up, honestly. Because it's 10 seconds. 9, yeah.
I think it's.
We're dead.
I'm calling the raid. I think we maybe just don't have the best comp the guild could possibly bring at this guy right now.
Healthstone.
This is a tough as fuck fight.
Well, I still saw DPS missing the spore. I saw people popping it early.
I mean, I don't know. I think
But two people died, and people died early for no reason.
So there is a timer on bigwigs for the spore when the spore's spawning, and if you're not moving already when it's at like 1 second, you're not paying enough attention.
Well, there was a time where we had to repop Shadow Pod and Bandage when the spore summoned.
Oh.
So in that situation, like obviously,
In that situation, everybody should finish bandaging.
exactly. But everyone else didn't.
Make
They ran to the spore and
sure
killed it.
that you don't pop it. Then
Should we do one more try for the?
No, we're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done.
we
GG.
did, we did really good on that attempt, though. Like everybody was pretty focused. And if you end up in that situation where it pops early because you're trying to shadow potion and bandage, get it on the blue rotation and then still get it again with your group the next time so that it's not confusing.
Yeah, the execute is gonna go really fast. I think we're still missing a bit of DPS.
We're pretty far out from execute though.
Yeah,
What-
well, 1%.
I mean, but we have to hit it before the DPS warriors die.
Which counter was that? Which
I don't know.
when Reese died, we that was the 431, right?
I think it was we were doing bandage, but the last shadow potion hadn't come up yet, or it wasn't the turn to do it at least.
We did bandage and shadow potion, right?
Yeah.
And then the next one was nothing, and that's where Reese died. Or we died on the 5-minute one, right?
We did 2 shadow pots. We hadn't gotten to the third one. And we're on the final bandage when.
Dude, we need a nightfall. We would have been dead if we had a nightfall.
No.
Nightfall's not 20% damage. That's like maybe 1 or 0.5%.
So we
Maybe
could get
if
to execute phase faster with warriors alive.
If one shaman has nightfall, maybe.
Oh,
I mean,
if Reese died at 5, we probably could have killed him if we still had enough healers alive. Like, just barely.
Isn't nightfall 15% more damage?
Spell damage.
Exactly.
It's not 15% though.
So when we only have 5 mages and 3 locks, that's only applying to 8 people. It's not like we're
And it's
rolling
not
in
up
with.
all the time.
Yeah, it's usually up like 30% of the time. Good uptime is like 50%. So.
Also, I don't know if we brought it up during strategy talking through and all that stuff, but he removes all curses from himself, like periodically, where the warlocks reapplying curse of elements and stuff throughout.
I think they were, yeah. Or I don't know, Defa, were you reapplying cursing? I know Fear Boop was, but
Did Blast of the Titans save anybody?
Yup, save me.
Yep.
yeah.
Honestly, looking at that fight firsthand, it honestly looks like a fight that everyone needs to flask for. Like, period. You're laughing. I'm
Dude,
not
we didn't
laughing. I'm
down him.
100% serious.
We didn't down him. Why wouldn't you flask?
Yeah, honestly, most
We
people
did that
flask.
because we didn't of not flasking.
Yeah, but like
We were 20% away.
If we could get another 30 seconds because of everyone flasking, that's fucking massive. It's massive. How do you not
the
understand
point
that?
is, we didn't down him, so why wouldn't you use every little thing you possibly can? Even if
Because
like, it
we're
might,
missing the DPS. We only had
only part of
3
the
caster
problem.
DPS in like the top 15.
We'll look at the logs after.
I
But
mean,
yeah, we
if
definitely
the
need a little
warriors
bit more
can just
damage.
live to the execute phase, that's kind of makes such a big difference. Even if it's like 100 HP or something.
Yeah, because we're not a caster heavy comp. Like most guilds have like 6, 7 mage, and we have like 4, so
I don't know.
I was looking at this parse for my buddy, and the top DPS is a 2,000 or 2,100 mage. Like everyone else is 700, and then there's the mage 2,100.
Because
Whoever gets the
we
tick.
figured out the ignite on that second and third attempt. That was big.
We got the ignite on this attempt.
Kitten play.
Yeah, like I just watched the replay of my recording, and there was a point where I got dropped to 800 HP. So if I didn't have Titans, I would have died. And because I had Titans, I lasted another minute.
Yeah, there was just a situation like that for me too.
By the way,
I was at like 3,000 health when Reese died, and other people were dying. I was fully ready to eat another Doom without any consumables because of Flask.
Yeah, I don't know. I flasked and I didn't get anywhere near 1200. The lowest I got was like 2200.
Are you going into defensive stance before you eat damage?
Yeah.
The other thing is the mages. We were told to use supreme power to maximize DPS
You
instead of
should be,
flask.
yeah. You should
so
be.
that is why the mages weren't flask titan. FYI.
Yeah, they're not
should-
supposed to. You're supposed to be supreme power for caster.
That can be made up for with Lightwell, to be honest. Like, your Lightwell is your Flask instead.
Can someone explain Lightwell?
It's a glowy fountain on the
Dude,
ground.
I really don't think it's worth it, man.
You
You
click it.
physically have to click it?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
800 health.
It's really bad.
It's a minute 10-minute cooldown. So if we have multiple priests and it's 5 charges, so it's 800 health for 5 people in the fight.
I think
As
if
long as
all
you-
the priests were it, then yeah,
Yeah,
but it's
just
not.
one. It's
A
not.
single priest isn't gonna make a difference.
Fair
800 health is like nothing.
I don't know what's better, Power Infusion or Lightwell for this fight.
It also
800, depending on what your HP is, 800 health is surviving one more Doom.
Did we have
Maybe.
power of infusions?
That would be obvious. It would be Lightwell because they're getting a 60% crit anyways.
Yeah, but the thing with power infusion is when you get that ignite, is if you have PI, it's gonna just fucking
Yeah. Just
be
starting the
massive.
fight with a bunch of PIs. Bigger
Yeah,
pyroblast.
I don't know what's worth more than like
I'll go respec again.
Lightwell or PI.
Well, I would go with the damage personally.
Yeah, PI. That's useful in other things too.
Well, do we have one priest PI spec?
Yeah, I think it's just you right now.
No, I'm Lightwell spec.
Oh, are you?
So we didn't even have a single power
I don't think
infusion.
so. Unless
No, I was powered PI kid.
Oh, you did get that off with a PI?
Yeah, if like all the mages get the spore, then Pyroblast, then we Power Infusion you guys, it's gonna be huge, man. Let's try it out
Well,
next.
the key is getting the power infusion onto the ignite crit part, because you could still, if you had one priest and I don't know if I believe you though, because one of them fell off and I got a fireball.
If we can get like the PI on your first cast, we can get 2 PI in the same fight.
My fireball was ticking for like 2800. So if your pyro was clicking for 3100, I don't know if it got PI.
Back to the point of Flask as well. There was an attempt where I had literally exactly 30 health when a Doom went off. So every little point.
I don't get how is that happening. I mean, if you're rotating your bandages and
There's
shadow pods,
variability in shadow pots, and
there's variability in shadow pots, and
Hard
sometimes
thoughts. I look at the replay, and you would have died when he was at 24% last attempt.
are you sure? Can you see?
100%.
my
Yeah,
actual
yeah.
health?
Screenshot.
Yes.
I love this argument.
there's variability on the potions, and there's also a variable of how much poison damage you take if your shaman is not paying enough attention.
I don't.
There's also a variable of how much health you're getting from Crusader procs and how much health you're getting from Bloodthirst.
I don't know if he's trolling or not at this point. Like, why are we arguing this anymore?
Because hard sauce doesn't want a flask.
You just want to put up the money for it, or what?
No, dude, I flask.
I'll fucking give him a flask then.
I flask because everyone wanted me to flask.